And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Justin Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, this offense is wasting no time getting into the flow of the game. They've come out throwing. 2 quick completions have this defense on their heels as they're already across midfield and driving.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now it's Herbert. Open man, it's Palmer. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Flushed out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Herbert back to the air. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Eckler. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Second and goal from the 1. Herbert changing things up. Trying to punch it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Returning it, Justice Hill. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Justice Hill. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Running on first down, Eckler. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Herbert. That is caught. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Palmer, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. Inside the 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, and that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half.
And now off to the races down the right side. Austin Eckler, touchdown LA. Austin Eckler, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Jackson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there.
But it'll be 2nd and goal.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Eckler now between the tackles. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Josh Palmer with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And he'll get into the end zone, so that pushes the lead up to 4.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Joey Bosa in on the stop.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. He's got it complete to Aguilar.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Jackson.
Dancing to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here's 1st down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 43 seconds to play. Here's second down. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one timeout remaining.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Arthur Maulet.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six.
Hey, good game, my boy.
Touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
Good game.
It's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10. Herbert. He's got Eckler.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Herbert.
Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.